A 2-year-old will say to their mother and father, "Mommy, Mommy, look at the race car." And they'll walk up to the race car, and the natural, curious question will come from that child's mouth, which is, why are all these names on the car? Now what it creates is a very constructive family conversation about who our heroes are, what we are as Americans. The patriotism is now educated into our children at that moment, and that really is a gift.
That's a gift. Oh, there's so many gifts right now that we don't even know about. People like you offering the world these gifts. I would have not known about you, Kevin, unless I happened to see you that morning. And that's where I mentioned, the only words I can think of is osmosis and organic, you know, because just the way we met. A lot of my viewers know that one of the many mottos at MeTV is, it's all about the journey. And, you know, the whole analogy of the car, the journey, and then you, and creating this, and people may not know about it. And now we know. I don't know if you recall, there was a gentleman that was speaking with us, and he was speaking about his dissatisfaction that he was fighting for the country, but he wasn't, like, he still had to pay all of his bills. Or do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's things that we just don't know about, good and bad.
Yes.
Yours are good.
Yes.
We need to know about the good too.
Absolutely.
So,
you know, our televisions are giving us so much information, and oh my God, look at the Nova.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, where did you get that shot?
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Oh, whoa.
Can
This
you
was
repeat that? Because that was kind of...
yeah, I can repeat yes, I can, we'll back that up. Hold on. There we go. See it there, audience? And Kevin?
Now, this is at the Love Ride. Took place a week and a half ago, I believe, 2 weeks ago.
Almost 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Harley Davidson, Jay Leno hosted it, Peter Fonda from Easy Rider. It was a Love Ride. I think there were about 20,000 motorcycles out in Glendale.
That nearly blew my eardrums out.
Yeah, that's the Chevy Nova Memorial Car Marines as well. That's a 501 engine in that.
Oh, here, let's me turn it up. Excuse me, they're missing the whole sound.
Oh, there you go, there you go. There.
Yeah. Excuse me. Actually, I did get it where you just revved it up. Does that happen so fast?
Yeah, it's already happened.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. You're gonna.
Oh, you're good. There you go. Oh man, the pro. Look at that.
You got that
Can anybody do it better than an actor that has worked on Stanley Kubrick with all these greats? Oh, nice. And there it is. There she is. I was on my little flip video. That thing, boy, it can get you a little shaky, but with her, that's the camera, not me right now. Although I'm happy. There we go. See, this was going to be behind us originally, but some things happen, and it happens. It's all about the journey, so our journey is having this happen. There's the names. See all the names?
Yep.
And so I just repeated this a couple of times for us. Once again, this was going to be originally behind us. But now I'm going full screen with that. This is Kevin's creation.
You know, I want to tell your audience that we've been invited to display the memorial race cars at Rockefeller Center out in New York and do a ground parade of them going down to Ground Zero. The Smithsonian Museum wants them on their front doorsteps for 25,000 visitors a day. We've been invited to Walter Reed Hospital, of course, to say hello to our troops who have come home injured. The Washington National Baseball Stadium has invited us to bring the cars out for a game. And in fact, this Sunday we're going to be at the World Finals of the NHRA Museum. The Executive Director, Tony Thacker, has invited us to participate at the World Finals this coming Sunday at Pomona Raceways. And these are incredible journeys for all of us.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Yes.
And I want to share a little story with you, too.
I'd love it.
Some of the gems I get in emails because of this proud remembrance. I got an email from a lady that said, I heard about your memorial race cars, and I'm not sure if my husband is on the car, but if he is, would you please send me a picture because my 2-year-old has never met his father. Now you hear these kinds of gems, Rodney, and this is what this is about. It's about saying hello and saying that we're proud of who you are, and that a family member is important to not just your family, but to America's family. And this is why this project, it concerns me so much. I need to say thank you in a big way. I need corporate America to help me, not just say thank you, but bring some financial assistance to our 501c3 so that we can continue on the road for the next 10 years and give back. The city of Riverside has invited us out November 18th. There's a wonderful little baby I met. Her dad is a fallen hero. She's a year and a half old. The city of Riverside on the 18th is going to have us with a memorial race car. The city is offering up a proclamation for Fueled by the Fallen. And on that night, that evening, we are going to give her a scholarship bond for her future. And it's just our way of saying it's not all that we can do, but it's something we can do. And these things are important. She's a year and a half old, and she's going to grow up without her father. And that's what Fueled by the Fallen is about. So please, please go to the website, come look and see what we're doing, see our journey, look at our calendar, come out and visit, and do make your donations. They are important. These are our children's future, and we need to help give them the assistance they need.
If we don't have family, and if we don't have our children, we have nothing.
No, we don't.
You know, there's so much there's just so many frivolous things in this world that we don't stop to really recognize.
Yeah.
And more things are more at a fast pace, so I'm not really pointing any fingers, and I'm just embracing your thought, your school of thought that considers the children, that considers the family, it considers things that really matter. There's different levels, there's different things that matter, and I promised myself I wouldn't get too political. You know, we're in a political time right now,
yeah, no,
but you know, we both had to come through the crowd for the Prop 8 thing, you know,
yes.
And as I came through, I opened my doors. In fact, I hate to tell you this, but I said, hey, you can come on, although I knew I already had a guest plan. I'm so happy nobody showed up. So, so I'm kind of, and I'm not complaining about anything. All I'm doing is just saying, let's put things in perspective. And I'm not saying these people don't need to fight for everybody believes in. Everybody should fight for what they believe in.
Be
right?
passionate about whatever you believe.
Be passionate about whatever you believe in. My point is that I just want to make sure that we focus on things that are so important. And I know everybody has their own value system and own point of view, what's so important. But I'm just saying that family and children.
You know, at the end of the day, we were all in this one together.
There you go. That is so important.
This is our planet, and how we treat it is going to be our children's future.
Right.
You know, Prop 8 and all the wonderful many people out here in the street.
Right.
Passionately fighting for something they believe in.
Exactly. And that was cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I fight passionately for these human beings that have fought so passionately for us.
Yes.
And now I fight for their children.
Yes.
And their children's children.
Right.
You know,
go ahead.
It's all important.
It's all. I guess what I really want to say, without sounding like I'm cutting someone down or anything, and make sure I want to convince myself I'm not doing that, and that is that this is an open forum.
Yes.
This is about me, your host, producer, director, creator, Rodney Brown. Haven't been able to put up my name, but those of you that are loyal viewers already know, and I know some of you are tuning in for the first time. But it's about me, and it's about Kevyn Major Howard, and it's about you. So come on, call in. I don't have my phones tonight, but I'll put up my email address. You can email me, you can call in when I have my phones up, and we'll get it going on. And you can come in too, that's an option. So Kevyn is one of the come in folks that I'm so happy he did come in. And the day after Veterans Day, what timing?
You know, I want to thank you for that to begin with. You know, it's important when an on-air personality like yourself takes the time to realize that today is this day, and how do I venture communicating with your viewers, how to better all of our lives, and you called on me and said, Kevyn, today's Veterans Day, I would so much love to have you come bring the cars down and let's talk to an audience and get some support for the project, and so kudos to you. You know?
Hey, thank you, Kevyn. Thank you so much. I had a different plan for my show. Any little thing you need to do, I need to figure out. Sometimes when I'm running everything, since I am the creator, director, producer, and host, tonight I'm also my CG guy. Sometimes I forget how to run that darn thing. But I'm going to see if I can put my name up. I have to do my song. I have a musical interlude.
Please.
But in the meantime, while I'm figuring that out, I'd like you to say something and continue. And if Debbie, if you want to get some tight shots, if you want to talk about these wonderful cutouts that you brought in that we weren't planning because I was having a problem with my background. Now I have another show behind it. It's just working out great. That's just perfect.